guys, Dandelion Song here, and I'm still looking at the Back to the Future clues, more than I thought would be here. My computer will scroll up now so I can tell you that we are on Quantum Prophecies page, but I do have the link for this in all of the descriptions of all the Back to the Futures where I reference this video. I have it as a tiny URL though, so that way YouTube can't trim it and disable it. Well, here Doc is holding two stopwatches, one in each hand, and I want to show you the number. So here are the numbers, 207 in the simple, 1242 in the English, and a 2457 in the Jewish gematria. I didn't find too many associations in the Jewish, but in the simple and English gematria there's Illuminati confirmed, New World Order, and this one's important because it has our 1, 2, 3 count up number plus our 33 in the middle. The Star of Sirius, Number of the Beast, Wisdom of Solomon, Supreme Court, Kill, Steal, and Destroy. Now I bring this up because this has the Jewish gematria that is on the clock. And I decoded the clock time in another video, so please go look at the title of this series that has the 10004 in the title, and then we'll take a closer, in that video I take a closer look at this number. But it's pretty amazing that they have the time on the clock tower in the symbolism of two stopwatches. It's also interesting that Supreme Court has the 101 gateway number, but it's also this 116 number, which has been associated on my channel. I've associated it lately with nuclear blasts, EMPs, in its various permutations. It's associated with nuclear weapons. Another way to view this stopwatch scene is to view each stopwatch separately and just think of them as two. Well, the first thing I noticed is that in the Jewish gematria we again have this 11, a 23, but it's also a 1, 2, 3 count up number anagram. This is interesting because clairvoyance in its simple and its English gematria right here, this equals Great Scott. So you can see how they really tie this together. I wonder if when they tie these together and they keep hitting on these points, if this is what makes a movie a classic, if this is what makes, you know, you really just get in sync with the movie, you really fall in because they keep hitting these numbers. Each number leads to another number, and it's almost like, you know, when you hear a guitar song and they play the same 4 chords over and over again, you find to your dismay that that's comforting to hear the same 4 chords over and over again. And I wonder if that's what they're doing here, where they just play these frequencies around and around and around in a circle, and then when they have a movie like this, you find it comforting and you just relax and you just, you know, become hypnotized by it, and then you want to see it again. So I have another short video in this lineup that's all about Great Scott, and it's worth taking a look at because there's more to see there, including that it equals Brotherhood, Stephen King, Batman and Robin, Mother's Day, White Buffalo, Adolf Hitler, the pineal gland, 7-Eleven, convenience stores, breaking news, and 7 of 9 and more. So there's more to see. Please check that video out if you haven't seen it already. It's a short one, I think. Now this is a compound word, and both of these words are incredibly iconic. So it would be worth it actually to break this apart. You know, this is clock. It goes back to the clock tower. It ties into our Ahmed clock hoaxes this summer and all the symbolism of the clock. But it also equals a 125, which in the video that I did about, let me think of which video this was. I can't remember the name of the video, but you will, if you've watched this little series, you will recognize this because it equals 125 equals mystery, time travel, hypnosis, his right hand. We see so many right hands cut off, and this goes back to the Force Awakens preview that I decoded this week as well, because his Luke's right hand is cut off, and I just learned something very new about ancient Egyptian religion, Horus's eye, and the right hand, and so I want to bring that to you. And also JFK tied in there. But speaking of JFK, John Kennedy equals 125. So what I had talked about in the other video, and I think it was one that has writing in the. It's not one that has a picture like this. Well, it shows. I wrote how 5 pies, basically 25 is a pie, so I did a star with 5 pies to show you. Oh, I know, sorry, it equals, okay, here's what it equals, 88 miles per hour. That's so huge. How could I forget that? It's because my drawing pad here is so messy. So stopwatch equals 88 miles per hour, okay? So you can start from seeing these things, you can start to see how these movies are just knitted together, how they're just crafted together. Well, and that was the video, that would be the video that says The Wire. That would have The Wire in the title, to see that video and to understand what 88 miles per hour means. I should probably put 88 miles per hour in the title. Lots to do. Well, okay, so this equals mystery, time travel. Okay, I read these. But John Kennedy. Now, John Kennedy comes into the story in this, sorry, I think it's this video by Quantum Prophecies, or it could be the video by Casey where he shows someone else's video. Both of these videos are linked in my descriptions, where someone found all of the JFK tie-ins, including the headless part, the exact place where he was killed, and of course the second movie was released on November 22nd, an anniversary of JFK's death. And then they show Doc with a head wound. So that's all very interesting, and it's a very good video. But also, stopwatch equals John Kennedy. So that just ties in again. And here's something that I almost forgot to tell you. In this video, this person has a very interesting theory, which I haven't heard anybody else talk about how when so many people watch these movies, it's like a mass meditation. We know that the elite knows this, but not very many commoners know this. This is a mass meditation. It's like a thought tube, or like it's almost like a ride at Disneyland, except for that it programs you, and the ride goes on and on and on, because you basically create the ride, like you're Alice in Wonderland, but you've been programmed, so you're like programming the rabbit hole after you've been programmed by this movie. Well, this the creator of this video, which I have the still for right here, he goes into an idea of that you can break the hypnosis when you touch the screen. And then he has some theories about the film. Let's see, there's like a film booth, and I talk about that in my video, my short series of this video, where there's a Fox film photo booth, and there's another instance that this movie creator, Quantum Prophecies, talks about, where each time that Marty time travels, he's touching film. He touches film, and this Quantum Prophecies likens it to like the 2001 movie where they touch the I forget what that big black stone is called, but anyway, it breaks the spell. So he's actually implying that parts of this movie are intended to break the spell, and that in fact it was programmed. It's almost as if he knew. It's Robert Zemeckis, and I decoded his name. It basically really ties into Marty McFly. He's basically a time traveler. He's telling you that he came back from the future to warn you basically about 9/11, because that's what Marty does. Especially if you see this video, which I don't want to roll because I don't want to take any of the thunder away from this video. Marty tries to warn Doc about a terrorist attack. Well, that's what, and then Marty McFly matches Robert Zemeckis. I don't know if I'm saying that right. So basically, this video is about Robert Zemeckis. Could be the symbolism is becoming clear, where Robert Zemeckis is playing Marty McFly. He is coming back from the future, and he is warning you about this. Now, nobody got the warning. However, if the creator of Quantum Prophecies is correct, Robert Zemeckis not only implanted the clues, but he implanted it so that when a massive amount of people watch this movie, they would be touching film, because that's what Marty does. And that this event, when it shows up, when the actual 9/11 event shows up, it would wake people up, because they would see it in real life, and it would touch the movie in a way that would at least subconsciously wake them up. And a lot of people did wake up on 9/11. So I'm just so excited about, I'm going to follow Quantum Prophecies. So excited that there's somebody out here with these really expansive theories. I hope you really like that theory. I think this video is the most encompassing of all of the videos for the big picture. Just to tie in the numbers again of the touching the film with the 2 stopwatches. 2 stopwatches equals 207. Touch film, which is repeated in this video by Quantum Prophecies about it's the wake-up concept. It's the mass hypnosis wake-up concept. Touch film also equals 207, so it equals 2 stopwatches. I'm really actually amazed and impressed how much detail is in the symbolism of this movie. When I was watching it again recently, I was just about ready to like fall off my chair from cheesiness and hokiness. But now I can see that the extreme artistry and the symbolism, so I want to go back and take some more looks at this. Also, I'm encouraged that Robert Zemeckis, if Quantum Prophecies is right about an embedded wake-up code in here, that would imply that Robert Zemeckis either did this on accident, unconsciously, maybe from just an unconscious wish to do good, and he just maybe unconsciously channeled all this. Now, clairvoyance is also tied in here repeatedly. This one, it ties in with stopwatch, singular. It equals clairvoyance in the Jewish gematria, and it equals Great Scott in the simple and the English gematria. So I haven't done Doc's name. I wonder if Doc's name ties into Robert Zemeckis. That means that both of these characters are Robert Zemeckis, and he is clairvoyant. He's telling you that he's clairvoyant. And he's telling you that he came back from the future to wake you up. First of all, to warn you, and then to wake you up. So anyway, if that's true, and I know that I do want to like grab onto a hopeful concept and like float away, with it. But I do want to believe that there are good people out there doing the best to get to help humanity. And I feel like we have some solid clues here that this movie might have been made by somebody on the good side. All right, love you guys. Talk to you soon.